The NBA trade deadline just ended, capping off one of the wildest periods we've ever seen. 8 All-Star changes teams, and there were even a blockbuster trade that left everyone puzzled. Now that each team core is set for the final 30 games, who poised to climb the standing and who can realistically chase a championship? Let's start with the Western Conference. First, there's no way we are not talking about the Lakers. Somehow, they managed to get Luka Doncic, don't ask how, and Mark Williams, sending out Anthony Davis, Maxi Christie, and Dalton Connect. A few other players and picks were involved, but not roster changing. Now the Lakers core including Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, Gabe Vincent, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, Dorian Finney-Smith, Jarrett Vanderbilt, Mark Williams, Jackson Hayes, and of course, Bronny James. Many analysts question whether Luka and LeBron can share the ball since both like dominant possessions, but if you watch the games, you will notice Austin Reeves is actually their main ball handler, and LeBron excels off the ball, catch and shoot threes, reading defenses well on move, attacking the rim. I see no issue there. I'd prefer Reeves coming off the bench so the Lakers can have two solid ball handlers on the floor for the full 48 minutes. With Christie gone, they need someone to guard opposing backcourt players like Vincent or Vanderbilt, depending on matchups. In their last two games against the Clippers and Knicks, the Lakers showed impressive defensive intensity. Even LeBron stepped up. Of course, you cannot expect him to run the offense and lock down on defense every night, but with Luka and Reeves sharing ball handling duties, LeBron can save some energy. They've also been using a small lineup that double teams big centers in the low post, then rotate quickly, neutralizing players like Karl Anthony Towns and Ivica Zubac. With Dorian Finney-Smith and Jarrett Vanderbilt, they have strong perimeter defense too, but this high-effort schema isn't suitable over 82 games or even the rest of this season. It seems Hornets manager Jeff Peterson noticed the Lakers' need for size. He reached out about trading Dante Connect, offering Mark Williams, their only true center. I might be too old to understand the NBA world, but maybe not as shocking after the Luka trade. They are now 1.5 games behind the Nuggets and 1 game behind the Rockets. Who knows if the Rockets drop off, but the new Lakers team is definitely not to be underestimated. What do you think? Can these new Lakers shake up the leagues this season? Next up, the Mavericks. I don't know what Nico Harrison smokes, but let's focus on the roster now in place. They acquired Anthony Davis, Maxi Christie, and Caleb Martin, sending Luka Doncic and Quentin Grimes out. That leaves them with Spencer Dinwiddie, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Max Christie. By the way, if Miles fans not familiar with him and you watched his performance over the last 2 games, you would know he's truly becoming a reliable 3-and-D player with just $8 million contract per year. And Najee Marshall, Caleb Martin, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis, Daniel Gafford, and Derek Lively. On paper, there is no glaring weaknesses, though they may lack a dedicated playmaker to get the most out of their bigs. They just beat the Boston Celtics without AD and have moved out to the 8th place, 2 games from the 6th seed. Some Miles fans may never fully embrace AD because of how he arrived, but he's a top 10 player and a top 3 center, no doubt. On paper again, there is no Western Conference team they should fear. Nikola Jokic would have a tough time dealing with AD and Gafford. Even with Chet Holmgren back, is the Chet-Hartenstein combo really better than AD Gafford? They also have enough perimeter defenders to handle Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams, but we won't know for sure until a potential playoff matchup. They already finished 1-3 against Denver and 3-1 against OKC this season. It will be fascinating if the Mavs ends up 6th and face the 3rd seed Lakers. No pep talk needed for that series. The main question is how Kyrie Irving orchestrates their offense after such a huge trade. What do you think? And the Mavs become true contenders with this new lineup? Finally, let's look at the Timberwolves. In December, they sat at 11th in the West, but now they are 6th after going 7-3 in their last 10 games, just 2.5 games behind the Lakers and half a game ahead of the Clippers. They stayed quiet at the trade deadline, which makes sense given their big off-season move. However, offense remains a concern. Mike Conley isn't what he used to be, and the Wolves lack a true playmaker. The bright spot is Anthony Edwards, who recently dropped 41 points against the Rockets. Their defense still looks solid, though it could slip if you check their next 10 games. The Blazers, wait a minute, that should be an easy way, isn't it? To anyone's surprise, the Blazers were on a 6-game winning streak, the best in the league now. They win 9 out of their recent 10 games. Then Cavaliers, Bucks, OKC 3 times, Rockets, Lakers, Suns, and Jays. It's a perfect stretch to see if Minnesota can maintain this momentum or fall back into old habits. Thanks for watching. Next time, we will discuss the teams fighting for the play-in spots like the Suns, Kings, Warriors, and Spurs. How do you feel about this wild trade deadline? Share your thoughts below, and until next time, enjoy the game!